started over, so that's the best we got at the moment.
Okay,
All right,
well.
let's
So,
get started.
since we're going with the hook that your master um, has sent you to seek out information about the Archfey Zabilna, you are given the tip from your master that the best way into Prismere is through the Witchlight Carnival. And as luck would have it, the Witchlight Carnival has made its stop in your world today. It's going to be there for 8 days. And that's the amount of time you have until you actually have the ability to until you actually uh, have to get into Prismere. So,
So I have to wait the 8 days.
no, but you do have to go into the carnival.
Makes sense. Is there anything special I need to do to enter this carnival?
The let me see here. Let's see here. Your master says entering the carnival doesn't take really much. It should take any spare gold you might have.
That shouldn't be a problem. Uh, so quick description for Silva. She is a tiefling. She's a chthonic tiefling. So she has instead of whites in her eyes, they are black, and she has pale blue eyes. Her skin is whiter than it should be, almost deathly pale.
Okay.
And she has black hair and wears a dress with a rapier on one side.
Okay. Alrighty. The first stars of night twinkle above the apricot sunset. Giant dragonflies whir overhead, trailing streamers, and low mist curls over the ground. Through a floral archway, you glimpse wondrous and vibrant creatures. Elf stiltwalkers dance. Let me see here. Elf stiltwalkers, dancing fairies, and painted performers. Everywhere there is laughter, pixie dust, bubbles, and the wistful tune of a whistling calliope.
You're
I apologize. Was I cutting out?
cutting in and out really bad.
Ugh.
There you are.
Well,
Yeah, you're breaking up bad.
fuck. Well, first for your listening experience. But basically, the TLDR is you are walking into the grounds. The entire it is just barely before the first stars are the first stars are twinkling to life in the night sky, and you are seeing giant dragonflies flying all about with streamers trailing off their tails. There's a small, low mist on the ground as you see many wistful and wondrous beings about. Let me see here. Let me see here. Yeah. So, starting you off and moving you to what you see. here
Oh,
is
Lord.
the map of the circus. You are here at the ticket booth. You see a silver
Oh, I see
statue.
my token.
You see a silver statue of a dancing fairy is mounted on the roof of the ticket booth and surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. An elderly goblin perches behind the ticket counter, peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers his spyglass and calls out to you. Greetings, fairgoers!
Hello. This is
Hello.
interesting. What is
Welcome
this
to the
place?
Witchlight Carnival. 8 silver pieces if you wish for a ticket.
She will nod and hand over a gold piece.
All right. He presents you 2 silver pieces and hands you a ticket. Just to let you know, the way things work here is the ticket is good for 8 punches. 8 silver, 8 punches. Whenever you have a punch, whenever you've gotten 8 punches, the ticket is up and you have to buy another to be able to use any of the attractions or get any food.
Fair enough.
Alrighty then. Now, I need you to wear this, and he pulls a fake set of butterfly wings. All the guests are requested to wear this as proof of payment.
Why is the ticket not enough?
The ticket isn't enough. From first glance, we need to be able to tell you've bought a ticket.
Okay, you
It's
couldn't
part
have
of the
thought of
deal.
something better?
Oh, well, it makes everybody come alive.
Fair enough. And she will begrudgingly put the fairy wings on. The best part about this, with 20 charisma, I rock these wings.
Yeah, you do. Let's see here. Okay. As you approach, go into the main thoroughfare, which I'm gonna go ahead and move you around here-ish. You see a 12-foot tall walking tree garlanded in golden ribbons marches through the thoroughfare. Emerald clouds swirl above the tree and rain down golden spinning sycamore seeds. Fairgoers try to catch the seeds before they hit the ground. As the seeds gently fall, a chatty squirrel scampers along the boughs of the tree, handing out dandelions to select passers-by. First of all, are you going to try and catch a sycamore seed?
Sure.
Make a dexterity check.
Dirty 20.
Easily enough,
I
you
need-
snatch up one out of the air, and whenever you open your hand to look at it, you see it sparkles and disappears. However, you have gained the following personality trait until dawn. You are easily amused.
Frankly, she was probably easily amused anyway, so works for me.
And
She smiles a little bit at this.
Mm-hmm. And as you're smiling down at your hand, kind of enjoying the wonder and little fun nature of this little thing, a little the squirrel goes up to you, hands you a dandelion, and whispers, "Make a wish."
Uh, I will take the dandelion and, after a moment's pause, blow it out.
Okay, what did you wish for?
Uh, Something to help her on her current task.
Hmm,
Tricky one, huh?
that is a tricky one. Hmm. Oh, by the way, I do need to. If you scroll out and look at the caddy corner, top right and bottom, top left and bottom right corners, those are there are tokens there. They're important.
Okay, I see the tree, a night field with wonder, and then on the left,
Mm-hmm.
okay, these are the days. Okay, got it.
Not quite.
So right, oh, hours then. So we're
Yes.
still in the first hour of the evening, and these hours will affect what's happening around here, I assume.
Yes. But yes, you are free to make your way anywhere within the anywhere within in this place. Where do you wish to go?
Given my current location, and given the tree that has just come by, the wish I've made, nothing's happened yet with
Mm-hmm.
that. I'm first going to go to the big top just to check that out, see what that's
Okay.
about.
Okay. Let me see here. There we go. The roof of this tent reaches towards the night sky in 3 swooping peaks, topped with spinning gold stars. Painted wooden panels on the tent and the tent walls whirl with colorful motion, displaying vibrant circus performances. The sound of music and laughter drifts through the canvas door. You see somebody barking. Come in, come in! Be sure to come back for the big top extravaganza. Happens during the 4th hour.
I will nod as I make a note of this. Easily amused, and I
Come
will have them
in,
punch a
man.
ticket to enter.
Okay. You enter, and the current show of which you are experiencing, you see you come in during the time to watch a troupe of 8 clowns launching themselves from a magical cannon. How long do you spend watching the show?
Uh, Given the particular type of show, this and the fact she's easily amused, she will probably spend the hour there.
Okay. Shifting space. No. The hour is over, and you come back out from the big top. Where do you go next?
What's with the silver song lake?
Oh,
Because I
you're
see the giant pearl. Is it just gondola rides, swan
not
rides,
just that.
or
Are you going to go that way?
I will, because I would like to. That would catch her attention.
Mm-hmm.
Given the image there, and I assume she was given a map like this, that would get her attention, and she would go to check that out.
Okay. Let me find it. feel free to move yourself up there. And if you want to
I
play
don't have
any...
control.
Oh, that is my bad. You have control now.
Excellent. I will move myself here.
Silver Song Ring.
Being level 3 and seeing my HP value so low hurts.
As you approach, mist gathers at the banks of a shimmering lake. Near its center, a mermaid lounges in a giant bowl, singing a glorious, haunting song that captivates spectators on the lake shore. In response, the lake water coalesces into magical sculptures that whirl around her as she performs.
Okay, that's pretty amazing. You got my attention with that one.
As she performs, you hear a voice calling out from the crowd. Ah! Sounds fake! You using magic? The voice... the voice pitch is too high.
Hang on.
What do you do?
Hearing this, my character will smile. You mean like this? And she will cast the thaumaturgic cantrip to make her voice boom right in the guy's face.
Well, first, I need you to make a perception check to see if you can catch
Oh,
the person.
yes. That would be a good idea. What is my perception? I believe it is flat. It is.
Oh.
Alright, let's see if I can find the guy first. Ooh, nope. Okay, that'll change what happens since I can't find him. I look around a little bit, and upon not seeing them, my character will reply. She will go, "Some people just have no class." I think it sounds quite lovely.
Cool. All right, you're unable to catch. And as you make these comments off, to try and kind of sway and help, I want you to make a persuasion check.
Oh, goody. $22.
Okay. You've got many people who are currently on your side, but the individual is not... Whoever this is isn't deterred, and they continue to make another blasting heckler. Her scales look a bit dull, doesn't she? Go ahead and make another perception check.
Okay, that one irritated me. Bloody hell! Another 2!
Oh no. Unable to detect this person. There are murmurs in the crowd, and they're in this point of they agree with you.
Alright, I'm going to reply to that with, "Oh wow, kick a woman while she's down, why don't you? Imagine someone commenting on my skin like that. I'd burn them alive." Heavens, that's just insulting.
Okay.
Silva doesn't like this guy, whoever this is.
Whoever this person, yeah. But a third and final comment is spoken out. Clearly, she's too used to this. No originality. I've seen more talented do better. With this, unfortunately, the mermaid bursts into tears and jumps off her rock, beginning to swim away. Make another perception check to see if you can't find this person.
Swear to God. Why?
Holy crap.
Hang on. Do I have anything that'll help me here? Nothing in my spells list. Let's check my features. Okay, nope, not that one. Can I make a check to see if I know what the mermaid likely speaks language-wise?
Oh, yes, you. Go ahead and make a nature check.
Not proficient in it, but okay, a 13.
A 13? Give me a moment.
Alright.
My computer.
What language would it be?
Slightly slow.
I want to see if I happen to have it prepared. Because I have 3 naturals and 2 I can have prepared at any given time.
You can. Based off of what she looks like, she is a merfolk. Which means she probably. If she doesn't know common, it probably would be Aquan, a form of primordial.
I have primordial, so I'm going to call out to her. Miss, do not listen to the fool. Everyone knows the fool loses at the end. Your voice is lovely, and I'll actually stand at the end of the pier as I look out at her.
Okay. Are you going to try and see where she went to chase after her?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I need to make another perception check?
Let me see here.
Am I gonna need to roll another 2? I'm salty! 3 perception checks in a row and 4 2s. Why? Probably to prevent me from getting kicked out because I fully intended to cast a spell, but that's not the point.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can't notice where she went.
Finally.
11
not a 2.
is good enough. She went downstream, and you do notice she has found herself on on a bank behind the Hall of Illusions. If you quickly follow her.
Alright, I will then rush that way then to talk with her. I am eyeing the crowd as I push my way back onto the shore to see if I can spot the one who might look smug enough to have done that.
Unfortunately, you do not see anyone.
As I pass through here, do I see anyone who might be staff aside from the one for the big top?
No.
Okay.
Well, you actually probably would see plenty of staff. There are individuals manning the booths of snacks, drinks, and other.
I mean, anyone that's meant to be like wandering around in case they're needed for something.
Okay, that would not be hard to find.
I will swing by one and go, yeah, there's a guy over by the gondola swan that was making an ass of himself and has upset the poor mermaid. If you could go find him and deal with him, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for letting us know. Thanks. And you see an elf stiltwalker just kind of gives a sigh and starts walking with purpose.
Now that it's settled, I'm going to slip past the. Is that what I think it is? It is what I think it is. I'm gonna slip past the fortune teller box.
It's
Back
not a fortune
here.
teller box, actually.
It's not. It looks like one. I'll worry about that in a minute because it did catch my attention. But
Well,
right
I
now,
mean-
I'm worried about the mermaid.
It's actually important. I need you. There's here we go. Just to give a little bit of a description.
Sure.
Nope. 1 second. Yeah. A wooden mannequin of a grinning raven-haired woman in witch's attire and a green flowing cape hovers inside a glass cabinet. At the top of the cabinet, a sign reads, Tasha, the wizard, known for her hideous laughter. A halfling couple holds hands as they approach the glass cabinet. One of the halflings is wearing a butterfly face paint. As he drops to one knee and pulls out a small box from his pocket, his sweetheart bursts into laughter and begins rolling on the ground. The halfling in face paint begins sobbing and darts into the nearby tent without getting his ticket punched. As you approach that same glass, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is also a flat roll. 7.
That is a
God
failure, and you also burst out laughing against your own will and start rolling around on the ground as you have been affected by Tasha's hideous laughter.
I cast a spell on that fucking box.
Not right now. You're affected by Tasha's hideous laughter.
It lasts for 6 seconds.
Go ahead and make. It lasts for a minute. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
I did. It was a 6.
Go ahead and make another. You have to beat a 13. Good. So, after about 18 seconds, you're able to get back up. And you are now able to do something. Oh, that's a D12. Okay. It is about that same time that the halfling also gets up, and she's like, oh no.
I will look at her and go, explain to him that that box has Tasha's hideous laughter. I'm going to destroy that later, but I have something more important right now. If you have any issues, I will be behind the Hall of Illusions if you need a backup, and I will dart off behind the Hall of Illusions.
Okay. Cool.
I'm getting mixed up in everything tonight, I guess.
Yes, you are.
Oh, give me just a second. I'm being called for. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. First time this has happened to me. Actually, no. We'll leave that there for now. Oh no, folks. Oh no.
Sorry about that. Grandma forgot she needed to get meat out of the freezer from outside, and she's already in her pajamas.
Okay,
All right.
that is perfectly fine.
Anyways,
So,
all right. So I rush over after telling the halfling girl. All right, let's go.
okay, so you come across the mermaid. She is sitting under a tree, and she is crying her eyes out.
I will sit next to her. Don't worry about what that fool said. Your voice is lovely and your scales are shining beautifully tonight.
Why would they say something so mean?
Some people are just not good natured and set out to hurt others to make themselves feel better about their own sorrowful states. They will typically target those better looking than themselves to make themselves feel better.
It's not just that. I thought he loved me.
This gives Silva pause as she frowns. It was your own significant other.
It sounded like Candlefoot. Why would he take time going away from his post at the Hall of a New Illusions just to heckle me?
Question: did I see this guy standing outside the Hall of Illusion when that halfling ran in?
You did see an individual standing in front of the Hall of Illusions.
Can you describe this Candlefoot?
He's a mime.
Was there a mime standing there?
There was a mime.
Miss, I think someone was using magic because on my rush over here, he was standing outside the Hall of Illusions, and I
You cut out on me.
taken note of that. Oh, Miss, I did see such a mime in front of the Hall of Illusions on my rush to you. If I'd seen such a mime by your show, I would have taken notice. I don't think that was him. I think someone was using a spell.
Make a persuasion check.
How?
Okay. But would you go and see if you can explain if there's anything going on?
Of course, darling. And I will get up and head in round front away from Tasha's cauldron because I will break that thing if that shit happens again.
Okay. So,
Excuse me, are you Candlefoot?
this large. Well, let me give a little bit of a description. This large
Of course.
large tent is painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of color. The heliacal stripes of the tent's pointed canopies rotate in spirals. The whole display seems designed to befuddle onlookers. A clown is dressed in muted garb. Clown dressed in muted garb stands at the tent's entrance, blinking at you. So you approach him and ask.
Hello, are you Mr. Candlefoot?
He nods his head.
Excellent. I understand your mind, but I'm gonna need you to drop that for a moment, as this involves a mermaid that should be singing, but is quite upset.
He has like full concern over his face, just like he's trying. He makes a motion of trying to speak, yet nothing comes out.
Seeing this, Silva will frown. Why can you not speak? And if you if you must write, you had better, because it was your voice that upset her.
He looks very alarmed and he kind of reaches around, grabs like a quick like piece of parchment, kind of kneels down to begin writing out something, and then shows you, I've been here the whole time. That's concerning. I haven't seemed to been able to speak since the beginning of the carnival.
I see. I'm going to take this note to your beloved because I do not believe it was you that was there. You would have stood out, and I did not see the exact individual that was speaking. But I have a feeling that they are out to sow chaos, which is my job. So I think I will try to handle this quickly once I have calmed down your significant other.
He nods. About that time, the female halfling is coming out, and she is crying now. I can't find him. I can't find Reuben.
Wait here, I have something to deliver and I will help you in your endeavor. Alright, honey?
All right. Will this cost another ticket punch?
I will use mine, and do not worry about that. And I will go back around, hand her the note, and explain. He says he's been unable to speak since the beginning of the evening. It seems once I've helped a halfling couple sort out their issues because of that stupid glass box over there, I will need to hunt this individual down. Please, don't take what was said too harshly, as it was not your beloved. And he wrote this as an explanation. And she will hand him the written note that's in his handwriting.
All right. Would you? I'll go back. Would you
Of
please do something? See if you can't get him his voice back. He had something he wanted to tell me before everything went so horrible.
I will see what I can do. And I will head
Okay.
back around to the front to the Hall of Illusions. I will look at Mr. Candlefoot. She is going to go back to singing, and I'm going to try to help you get your voice back as soon as I help this lovely young lady here with
He
her
nods.
predicament. And I swear I'm going to smash that damned box. She will hand her card for it to be punched twice for the both of them and head inside with her.
He punches twice.
All right, darling, let's go find your hopefully fiance. And she will head inside with her.
As you head inside, there is no amount of searching that helps you find him. There is nobody else in the Hall of Illusions. Do you spend the entire hour searching? Or the rest
I
of the
agreed
hour?
to help. I will spend the rest of the hour searching with her because I agreed to help, but I have got to find this guy.
You do not. And that is concerning, because there's no other entrances or exits to this place. All the mirrors
Arcana check.
Make an Arcana check. Something to note about all the mirrors, by the way. They all seem to be somewhat magic, because they don't just distort your image, they change the appearance of your reflection to different points in your lifetime. You see mirrors reflecting younger versions of yourselves. You also see reflections that are much older versions of yourselves. of yourself.
That's concerning if she can see what's in my mirror, but that's not my problem right now. Arcana check, an 18.
Well, if from your knowledge, if she can't find somebody, if the young halfling, if the young halfling couldn't find Reuben, and you can't find Reuben in this place, and there's been only one entrance, there's two possibilities. There's a magical portal somewhere in here that leads somewhere else, or he managed to leave before any of you were able to come back out, which means Candlefoot might have seen him leave.
Let's ask Candlefoot to figure that out before I make a wild assumption, darling. And I will poke my head out of the main door and look at him and go, "You haven't seen the male halfling run out, have you? We
He
didn't
shakes his
manage
head
to miss him?"
no.
Well, that's more concerning, because that means there's a magical portal in here somewhere.
He shrugs.
You are lucky I don't have time for this right now, because I have too many things to do. And she will head back inside and search for a magic portal, including tapping the mirrors.
Even by tapping each of the mirrors, you're not able to find anything.
Poke my head back outside. Do you know where this portal might be? Because if not, I might have to start smashing things.
He shakes his head and kind of is like he puts his hands together and he's just like it's very clear that he's like no.
Well, I have to find a lost halfling man.
He shrugs. It's just it's very challenging whenever he can't talk.
You are lucky you have no voice right now, because I feel like you're very unhelpful this evening. Damn it!
He raises his head, just like, what am I supposed to do about it?
We will figure this out later, darling. And I will.
He is going to hand the female halfling a ticket. That's
okay, good.
The best he can do.
Okay, I'm going to look at the female halfling and go, he doesn't have a voice, so he isn't particularly helpful. Why don't you go check the lost property area and talk to the gentleman at the ticket booth? Maybe they can find someone who can fully help you search. If you manage to find him and he doesn't believe you about that stupid box, please come and find me.
Would you come with me?
I will walk you there, but afterwards I must find what happened to this Mr. Candlefoot's voice.
Okay. Thank you.
I will offer a hand and lead her over to the lost property first.
Okay. Go ahead. Moving you all the way over. Oh, sorry.
That works.
Yeah.
I was just gonna do it little by little for fun.
Yeah. So, outside the lost property wagon is a large feline creature with midnight blue fur. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears fake butterfly wings. Hanging from its collar is a small wood keg. The creature roughhouses with two young boys. The boy squeals, "Again, Durla, again!" while the other hangs onto the creature's neck.
Sorry to interrupt your fun, darlings, My friend has run into a problem. Her significant other went into the House of Illusions, and we have not been able to find him for an hour.
Give me a moment. I want to give you an image of this. I'm putting it in character concept.
Let me pull it up. Okay, that's just adorable.
So,
That is also not the Displacer Beast. Oh, that is a Displacer Beast.
yeah.
Okay, that's ingenious. I will give them credit. That's clever.
Mm-hmm. And the tentacles
All
are
right.
supporting the butterfly wings.
Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway,
I was like, that's not a Displacer Beast. And then I saw the tentacles were actually supporting the wings. Okay, that's clever. That is definitely a Displacer Beast.
mm-hmm. So,
All right.
the displacer beast kind of looks upon you and goes, "Ah, we don't know how we can help with that, unfortunately. I only manage any lost children or lost property that finds their way here. But I'll keep an eye out for a missing halfling man."
I appreciate it greatly. He is probably upset. He tried to propose in front of Tasha's
Oh,
glass.
that is unfortunate. I take it the young miss is could not help but fall over in fits of laughter.
Correct. And I ended up falling victim to it as well. I
It's
almost smashed the thing.
it is a prank meant for fun, not for harm. I am so sorry. And she bows her head towards the halfling girl. I am so sorry it has caused you strife.
Alright, and with that, I will take her to the ticket booth over here, and
One
I will
thing.
explain to. Yes.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
thing.
As you are here, you do note that the children are just kind of running around. One of the boys uh, pulls out from a toy box a mirrored ball, and at the sight of it, uncharacteristically so far, the displacer beast kind of snarls unexpectedly, which causes the boy to run off, crying. And immediately the
What?
displacer beast is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. The ball was one of my cubs, and he's been missing for a while. It's distressed me. I cannot leave this place. This young boy here still is missing his parents. Could you? I know it's getting in the way, but could you try and find the other and get him back here?"
Silva sighs and kind of nods, looks to the halfling girl, and goes, "Just explain to the ticket booth goblin what has happened and hang around there until some staff can help you. I need to
I'm
find
going
the
to
boy
help you
now."
with this.
Are you certain?
Well, I know Reuben will probably have to leave before the night is out, and if I miss him on the way out, I will be able to find him in town. But this is probably more concerning, and I want to help.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And I will go in the direction the boy ran off.
I want you to make a perception
And
check
it will be
with
a full sprint.
advantage. Oh my god.
15 then.
15 is just enough. In the first 10 minutes,
God damn it.
in the first 10 minutes, you are able to find the boy. And you're able to catch him. He is kind of crying and just sitting back as you meet him. And to help ease the boy, the halfling girl, I can't remember her name. Let me see here.
I don't think you gave me one.
I didn't give her a name.
To be fair, I also didn't
Ween! Her
ask.
name is Ween. You would have learned her name by now. Her name is specifically, let's see
Wow.
here.
Her parents must not have liked her.
Let me see here. Gotta find it again. Yeah. His name was Reuben Sugarwood, and her name is Ween Sundapple.
Okay. I will
So-
pass. I'll pick the boy up.
Ween
And pass
goes and
the
buys
child.
a treat from one of the stands and hands it to him. And he
Perfect.
seems to calm down. Hey, well, if you want, I can take this one and you can go continue your search.
Thank you. I really got to go. I've wasted a lot of time on this. And I will quickly walk back to Silversong Lake to see if that dude is still trying to heckle her.
You don't see anybody heckling at the moment. But you've been able to ameliorate any of the negative effects of her missing and Reuben missing now.
Okay.
You could tell that the Calliope notes were beginning to sour over the past couple of hours up until now.
Calliope notes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can hear
shit.
the Calliope
Okay.
all throughout the carnival.
I will run back to the Calliope.
Okay.
God, it's a good thing she has a spell sword.
Okay. A merry tune spills forth from an instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak covered with buttons turns a handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a goblin dressed as a ladybug toddles up to you, rattling a tin cup. And as you approach, you see the monkey give a grin and speak out, "Spare a button, if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place, besides a smile upon my face."
I'm afraid I wasn't aware of this, so I don't have a button on hand.
That is
However, I've noticed that the notes have soured as of late.
Have they? Well, they seem to have righted themselves, so whatever you've been doing might be working. Or at least you're counteracting the bad. The music is
Well,
attached to the carnival, and it's sensitive to how everybody's doing, you see.
well, there's someone here sowing chaos, and I'm trying to find them. You wouldn't have happened to have heard Candlefoot's voice recently. Someone seems to have stolen it and is using it for who knows what. They've made the poor mermaid cry once already.
Rumor has it, the mime was going to propose to her, all before everything went amok. Poor thing's been
Ah,
stressed
then
ever
it's all the more
since.
important.
I have not seen or heard Candlefoot's voice since the beginning of the carnival. But if I hear something,
Well,
I'll see if I can't let you know.
of course. Perhaps you should, if you hear it, you could temporarily change up the music. That would get my attention, I imagine, with such a sudden change.
I will try and let you know.
I will nod and let's see here. Next, I will check, trying to find this guy. Something happened in the Hall of Illusions where she was hiding. Hmm. But I didn't find anything.
Oh, I love this. This is a great first chapter.
Given my current location, my next stop is going to be Bubble Pop Teapot down here.
Okay.
Looking around and listening to see if I hear Candlefoot's voice again.
Okay. A 20-foot tall teapot rests on a wooden platform, its painted surface swirling with moving imagery of flying dragons breathing streams of bubbles. A door at the base of the teapot allows entry to its interior. Those who enter emerge from the spout enclosed in a bubble that detaches to float off across the carnival. 7 goblins sit around the platform, sipping tea from mismatched porcelain cups.
I will approach. Hello, how are you all doing this evening?
Dandy! He raises a hat.
Concentrate. Why is that not marked as concentration?
Care to enter the gnarly tree rot? Only one stamp on the bramble thicket.
Had to repeat that.
The gnarly tree rot. Only one stamp on the bramble thicket. Enjoy a flight of toil and trouble. And he kind of points to the teapot. On it, there is a sign that reads in common, "The word that you intend to say, try saying a different way."
Ah, I see. Perhaps a lost friend of mine has been seen in the terms of Candlefoot's appearance as she attempts to play along.
Let's see here, because this one is a little bit tricky to do.
You don't say. I think I did all right for my
Yeah.
first attempt at that crap.
Yeah. Let's see here. Burning wick. Let's see here. God, I'd love to be able to do this better, but burning wick, no sign of trouble. A pass of double for your trouble.
A passing double for my trouble. Perhaps The path is not yet lost.
Let me see something.
Basically, I've gathered that
Okay, cool.
they have heard him, and she's trying to figure out what direction.
Top of spiral. Head to fly. Gnarly tree knot. Helps with gives you toil and trouble. To see the orchard and the bramble.
Okay, so I need to go south and probably to the mystery mine.
Okay. Is that where you're
Did I
heading?
get that right?
I don't know. Make an insight check.
Fuck. What is my insight? Nothing. Sounds about right. 14, let's go.
With a 14. Actually, you get the sense that they're offering, maybe if you got a higher vantage point via the dragonfly rides or using the bubble pop teapot.
Okay, I will nod and climb the teapot, I fucking guess. That's the closest thing to me.
Do notate you have 3 tickets, 3 punches on your ticket now. So,
Alright. I will let them punch another so I can climb this thing.
Yeah. As he returns your ticket, you are given a little pouch of tea.
Okay, I will take it and put it in my inventory.
Okay. You have scatterleaf tea.
Gather leaf tea.
It is a magical item.
Oh.
Let me give you what they are. I don't know if you're listening to the music, but I've got Calliope music on.
I am listening to it. I'm quite enjoying it.
There. That is scatterleaf tea.
Alright, let's check this out. As an action, a creature can scatter tea that 5-foot radius circle, duplicating the effects of protection from good and evil spell that lasts for 10 minutes. To gain the spell's protection, a creature must stand in the circle of tea leaves. In addition, a cup of hot water, delicious tea magically appears in the protected creature's hand. I love this item. I need to get more of this for the simple fact that this item just suits this character.
Yeah. Just sitting, sipping tea.
Alright, so I climb the bubble pop teapot and look around, see if I can find someone that might be making people uncomfortable, depending on their actions.
Okay. You are brought into the air and flying in the bubble. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check to try and control where you go.
14.
Nice. You have about 1 minute until the bubble pops. You can land anywhere else on the map that you choose. whenever it pops.
Okay. I'm looking for any for areas where people might there might be like problems being caused. Like when that dude was insulting the mermaid, people were like, "What the hell?" type shit. So
Make
I'm looking for anything like that.
make a perception check.
I'm gonna
Unfortunately,
bash my head into the skull.
unfortunately, no. But you did get a tip to maybe go on the dragonfly rides as well.
I will land by there since I don't see anything and approach the dragonfly ride.
Okay.
Good thing I had some gold left over.
Huge lily pads rest on the surface of a pool glistening with phosphorescent algae. Giant dragonflies use the lily pads as landing platforms, buzzing loudly overhead with wings as brilliant as stained glass windows, and alighting briefly atop to drop off and pick up excited passengers. Near the entrance, a small smiling tree turns your way and beckons you over. A red squirrel clings to its leafy canopy, peering at you suspiciously. You recognize this as the tree that was wandering around the main thoroughfare at the beginning.
What happened to you?
Oh, don't worry, man. I've always been like this.
I look to the squirrel.
The squirrel just kind of watches you.
This is the same one, right?
Yes. Oh, don't mind him, man. He's fine. This is Red. I'm Northwind.
Why are you so small when you were massive earlier?
Oh, don't worry about that. Oh, and by the way, let me see here. He is actually technically large. He is sitting right now.
Oh, so his size hasn't changed.
His size hasn't changed. Let me see here.
I'm sorry, the way you phrased that, it sounded like he shrunk down in size, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
From the way things are looking, it does look like his size is half, but it now actually kind of as you look closely, he is sitting down and reclining near the dragonfly rides. So what's going on, man? I hear you've been helping out. Let me see here. Let me figure out. Gotta find. Yeah, gotta find her name. Palasha has been keeping the mood a little bit groovy ever since you convinced her to continue singing.
Well, what it upset her to begin with is someone in uh Candlefoot's voice was insulting her directly.
I heard about that. Talk around town is somebody might have stole his voice as some kind of sick practical joke. Wouldn't know why they would want to do that though.
I'm not too sure either, but they've definitely taken his voice and they have not been using it for good. I'm actually trying to find that person now.
I'm sure it's not gonna last longer than tonight. Or at least not longer than the end of the week. Once we pack up and
That's
leave here, he should get his voice back.
yes, but if he was truly planning to propose tonight, it would be a shame if he missed the opportunity. I'd like to try to find
that would be
his
a
voice.
bummer.
I'd like to try to find his voice before the big top extravaganza.
Oh yeah, you're running out of time then, cause that's gonna be very soon.
I'm aware. I'm gonna try the dragonflies and see if I can spot anyone causing chaos down below. If I can, I'm
Groovy.
going to swoop down and deal with it.
Awesome. How about this? And he's going to basically take your ticket and pretend to punch it and return it without giving a punch. I've punched your ticket, man. Go ahead and have fun.
Thank you. And I will approach one of the dragonflies.
Easily enough as you approach the dragonflies, you're able to get on one, and it begins flying in figure eights over the entire length of the map. Go ahead and try and roll a animal handling check to see if you can't control where it goes specifically.
11.
Unfortunately,
I swear to God.
you are not able to. And as the ride slowly comes to an end, there is a shout of alarm beginning to erupt from a nearby lily pad. A giant dragonfly is taking off prematurely with a dwarf on its back. I need you to make a perception check, please.
Here we go again.
Oh my god!
No!
That was so mean.
Hey,
That
roll
was so mean.
on the 20 and then back.
Okay, well, unfortunately, you're not able to see how it happened, but
That's fine. I can see him taking off prematurely. I'm gonna
You
try to
can.
chase his ass down.
Okay. I need you to try and make another animal handling check. The dwarf, unfortunately, unable to. Is there any other way you would try and save this situation? First off,
I'm going over my spells. Hang on. This is gonna be mean. This is gonna be so mean. Left, my friend. And there will be a phantom sound off to the side to drive it to the left. I'm going to start using thaumaturgy to kind of startle it the direction I want it to go.
Have that animal handling check be an advantage. Unfortunately, with the startling, it's not able to prevent the dwarf individual from falling off. Luckily, his fall is
What range?
cushioned by a tent awning, and he is not badly hurt.
Okay, then I'm going to land back at the dragonfly ride without checking on him immediately, but I will make a note of where he lands. What happened?
I don't know. It just the creature got spooked.
I'm looking around as they answer.
You're not able to find out any reason why the dragonfly got spooked or anything.
I'm going to go and check on that dwarf then.
He's on the ground. It doesn't look like he's very hurt, but he is kind of shaken.
Oh, good. You landed on the tent, which was more or less the best way to handle that situation.
They're sturdy tents too. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I might have been much more hurt.
What startled the dragonfly?
I'm not sure. I heard some whispering in the bushes, and suddenly the dragonfly lurched, and I wasn't ready for that.
Whispering in the bushes, huh? Thank you. I'm going to go search them briefly.
Mhm.
Do go to the ticket booth and explain what has happened there as well.
Mhm.
Or, I've got another idea. You go explain that to the goblin at the ticket booth. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna go briefly back to the dragonfly area to check the bushes to see if I can
Mhm.
find anything that would leave a trace of what could have happened.
Make a survival check.
All these checks at no bonuses. 11.
Unfortunately, you're not able to catch anything.
Alright, on to the next part of my plan. I'm heading to the staff area.
Okay. Unfortunately, it is about time for the big top extravaganza. Do you head there instead?
Fuck. Uh, This leaves me in a dilemma because if I don't go to the big top extravaganza, he could show up there while I'm searching other things.
Mm-hmm.
I will head there looking around to see if I can spot any mischief as the crowd grows in size.
Okay. There's a slight
I'm still at 4
sour
punches.
note. Yes. There's a slight sour note um as the
Calliope.
Calliope plays.
I don't get why. I've been managing everything pretty well for the most part, aside from
You
the fact that I
actually
keep
have been
failing to stop this guy.
You have been doing as best as you can, and by the way, this is the most negative I've ever seen it happen. It unfortunately the path you have chosen has led you specifically to start off having to do a lot of perception work, which is unfortunately apparently not your strong suit.
No, it's not. My strong suit is talking to people. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, I'm gonna start talking to people in the crowd, and I'm gonna need some persuasion checks or some shit to make this freaking work. Asking if anyone has heard Candlefoot's voice, or asking if they've seen anyone causing any kind of mischief.
Okay. Uh, as you do this, go ahead and make persuasion checks. You, uh, uh, um, you continue to do this as the big top begins.
There, a 19 out the gate.
You've heard rumors of an individual. It sounds like some kind of person who is causing mischief around, but it looks like a dwarf somewhere. Some dwarf causing mischief. Um, the strange thing though is that the appearance you can't nail down the appearance of the dwarf and what they look like because each person you get gives you a different appearance.
But it's always a dwarf.
Yeah, always seems to be a dwarf.
That works perfectly. I'm gonna start talking to some of the dwarfs. Just, hey, how are you doing? And listening for Candlefoot's voice.
Mm-hmm. As you do this, the lights dim and a hush falls over the crowd. A second later, a spotlight illuminates a lithe elven figure sitting in a silver hoop, suspended over the above the center ring by silk ropes. The elf wears a dazzling suit of diamond-paned mirrors and a pair of butterfly wings. His scepter is toppled with a spinning vane. Welcome, one and all, to this evening's extravaganza! I am Mr. Light. Prepare to be delighted. And over the course of this kind of whispering and talking amongst other dwarves, you're not able to find or hear Candlelight's voice, but you are kind of half watching, and you see multiple individuals performing dazzling acts. There's flying acrobats, clowns, fire breathing, a parade of fire breathers, and it seems most of the star actors are out. You see Palasha and Candlefoot in in the performance. Let's see here. Let's see here. Near the end of the show, Mr. Light stands and goes, "And now, we ask the audience to show off. If you have anything you wish to show, a talent, and something magical to wonder and wow us all, please come down."
I won't go down to the floor, but I'll go right to the edge where I'm well within range of anything I might want to do. As I continue to try and keep an eye out for anyone who'd cause chaos.
Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, you are not able to catch anything.
God damn it.
No mischief is being had here.
Alright, I guess I'll leave at this point. No mischief, nothing's happened up to now. People go up, do their things, nothing happens. When it's over, I'm gonna leave. Fucking Christ. I'm having no luck with this tonight.
Sadly.
How badly am I failing at this? I think the best perception check I've gotten tonight to find this guy is a flat 10.
Well, the big thing is that the reasons the mood is going lower is not because of the actions you're making as a player, but not
The
being able to
NPC.
not being able to stop anything. Let's see here.
Well, I was doing great right up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
I was saving people. I managed to actually keep the mermaid going.
Mm-hmm.
I helped the halfling girl not be upset, even though we still haven't found her boyfriend.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Okay. What's with this right here?
What are you thinking? Ah,
The stones
it is a
by the carousel.
It is a simple henge, but it does look to be a game. Let me see here.
A game?
Yeah. Give me a moment. gotta find it. Okay, cool. Let's see here. You see a sign on one of the hinges labeled "Outstare the Cyclops," and you see somebody shouting out, "What do you do when the eye of the Cyclops falls upon you? You stare right back if you've got the stamina."
That doesn't make much sense, but okay.
Manage to outstare a Cyclops and you win a prize.
I really don't have time for this. But why not?
Okay.
I mean, I'm failing at this point anyways.
I would like you to note that you have a fifth punch, and go ahead and make a Constitution check as the game
Check
begins.
or saving throw?
It is a check.
So I don't get my bonus from saving throw.
Unfortunately, no, but yes.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. $12.
Unfortunately, as you see the illusory Cyclops appear, it stares down at you, and you're able to hold for a couple of seconds before you just kind of blink away and goes, "Oh, tough break."
Fair enough. I need to keep looking for whoever's causing chaos, and I'm going to amble away.
Okay.
As interesting as that would be, I don't have time for this crap.
Where do you go next?
This is annoying because I don't have any spells that would help me with this. I'm gonna go to the Pixie Kingdom next.
Okay. Searching around.
At this point, I'm not even interested in what's going on at these things. I'm just looking for the dude causing chaos.
Yeah.
Like, this is genuinely starting to irritate me.
Okay.
I'm also still asking around periodically, hey, have you seen a dwarf that might be causing problems?
I want you to make a perception check.
Oh no.
Holy shit. Okay, well, you don't see anything that catches your eye, but you come across a copse of oak trees that shelters a miniature fairground. At its heart, a hamster runs inside a tiny Ferris wheel, encircled by minuscule wagons and candy stalls. A pixie sits cross-legged in a hollow of a tree at the entrance. "Hello, my name is Jeremy Plum. Would you like to enter the Pixie Kingdom? It is the best attraction this carnival has."
It does look quite amusing, but I'm afraid I'm searching for the one that has stolen Candlefoot's voice and is sowing chaos. The music has already started to sour, and I need to make this quick. Have you seen a dwarf, either with Candlefoot's voice or maybe that looks mischievous?
"I've smelled a stink about the place. Last I heard something. It was by the feasting orchard whenever I was taking a break."
The Feasting Orchid? I
Yeah.
greatly appreciate it. If I can find this one, I will definitely be back. This seems amusing.
Please have.
And I head straight to the Feasting Orchid. I head straight to the Feasting Orchid.
I want you to make a perception check.
Not again. Oh, thank God.
Cool. You notice the form of a dwarf that fades as it steps between a set of tents.
Do I have time to cast a spell?
Well, yes, you do, but you do notice that it fades into a kinku.
Excellent. So it's actually a kinku. And I have time to cast a spell, you said, right?
Yes, you do.
Excellent. This kinku's night's about to get rough. I
Okay.
cast Hell's Lash. A
Okay.
lash of whip of crimson energy generates in my hand, and I whip this thing, creating a conduit between us. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's not good for them. That's wrong. That is not right.
Oh God!
I did not mean to roll a 1d1, a d200.
Oh goody! He fails.
They fail.
So he takes 6 fire damage, and he's tethered.
Okay.
So now he will take 2d4 damage at the beginning of each of their turns, which I don't care about right now, and I'm going to yank his ass back out.
They make a squawk in surprise as they take this damage, and I need you to make an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah. It'll be
Let me
versus
get my
theirs.
numbers right.
Easily enough, you yank them out into the street. It is causing a bit of a commotion.
But I swear by the hell that is unholy. Pete,
What?
is this the voice?
It is the voice.
Cool. 7 more fire damage. Return the voice.
Give me a moment. Let me see
Also
here.
begin to draw my rapier.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Hang on, I don't think I actually have. Oh, it's still a +5. Oh, come on! I can't win tonight.
Jeez.
Well, really, this is only gonna go one of 2 ways. He's either gonna try to refuse, and I'm gonna stab him, or he's gonna do what I say. So,
Okay. Now, is this person
do what?
is this
Do what?
I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Let's see here. Okay. Is this fiery lash, does it restrain them, or is it
No, it doesn't. But they're tethered to me.
okay? What does that mean?
That means they cannot leave the 30-foot range.
Oh, okay.
They can also repeat this Constitution saving throw at the end of each of their turns, and at the
Okay.
beginning of each of their turns, they take 2d4 fire damage. So they do get to make 1 saving throw so far.
Okay.
Fail.
Fail. So this is a spell and it's concentration, right?
Yes.
Cool. This Kenku moves up close to you and blows a cloud towards you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's see here. 15.
Okay, you feel like you're able to hold off from breathing in whatever she's thrown at you. Even being close enough to smell, you feel like the effects are making you a little drowsy, but you're able to fight off.
All right.
I'll not give it back until they help.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with Vengeful Blade.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit them?
A 13 just hits.
Oh, goody. So they take 6 piercing damage, and they begin to glow with a sickly radiant aura. Attack me, that explodes, and you get sickly. Explain quickly why I shouldn't stab you through the throat for this mess. If you needed help, you could have talked to somebody. I've been helping people all night, and you've been making my nights terrible.
Does a 13.
That still fails.
Okay, cool.
So that's 2d4 for 6 more fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah, radiates a dark aura of energy until the start of my next turn. If they make an attack or cast a spell before then, they take 1d8 necrotic damage.
They don't, because at the beginning of their turn, they fall unconscious from the fire. They've reached 0 HP. Unless you want to say this kills them. But
No,
this
I'm not out to kill anybody. I will if this knocks them unconscious, I'll drop concentration.
Okay. Either way, you have been fighting in the open street, and people do seem a bit on edge. And the sour notes begin to worsen.
I will pick them up and explain. This person has stolen the voice of one of the staff here. I was merely returning it. I apologize for putting a damper on the night. Please enjoy the festivities, have plenty of food and drink, and enjoy your time. With this, hopefully everything will be righted.
Make a persuasion check.
$15.
Okay, with a 15, I am going to say that you have prevented a dampening of the mood any further.
Excellent. And carrying the Kenku, I will head to the lost property. And talk to this Blazer Beast. Excuse me, miss. I found the one causing the problems tonight.
Well, that's very interesting. Thank you for letting us know.
They've been taking the form of a dwarf and had stolen Candlefoot's voice. They said something about not stopping until they got to help, but they fell unconscious before they could explain further since they were being obstinate about stopping.
Well, if you wish, there is a trailer inside you can talk to them. I have to keep track of the children. Please promise you won't be too harsh.
I promise any injuries inflicted will be healed before they leave.
That fills me with so much confidence.
I kid. I don't intend to hurt them further. I think they've probably gotten the point by now. And I will enter the trailer
Okay, entering
and tie this guy up.
Okay. You do tie them up. And as they eventually wake, an hour later,
John?
yeah,
Okay, you were cutting out again.
Discord keeps doing that. Anyway, as they wake
I've
an
noticed.
hour later, they kind of open up. So what now? Kind of struggling against
Well,
their...
Well, you're going to explain what help you needed. And if I'm magnanimous enough, I will actually help you. If it is something stupid, I might just cut your wings off for good measure. If it's not stupid, as I've said, I'll help you because apparently that's what I'm doing tonight. Is helping everybody instead of enjoying the festival.
My patron is not speaking to me. Something's
Silva's
gone.
eye visibly twitches.
My patron's name is Zabilna. Something's gone wrong. And I'm sure that the owners of the carnival have something to do with it. And as she, to prove her point, she opens her beak and out comes distinctly, you hear Light's voice from the, you remember hearing from the big top extravaganza. Someone is going to find out about this. They'll shut us down. And you hear another voice, calm but firm. We agreed to this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return we stay in business. That is what you want, right? I only want to find out what's happened to her, and maybe see if there's something that can be done to help her.
But the way you've gone about this, I really should drag you out of the carnival, cut to your throat, and leave you where you lie. Do you have
How else
any
am I going to
idea
get them
how
to
much grief you've cost me tonight?
How else am I going to convince them? If I become enough
What was
of
my mission again?
Your mission was to investigate Zabilna and see if there's any information you can gather that is why one of the demon princes of the abyss are seeking her out and investigating her as well.
Well, to be fair, it's specifically Osmodius. I could think of several reasons why Osmodius would be interested in this. Irrelevant at the moment. You are very lucky. I'm here for a similar reason, though not specifically your patron. That and you've annoyed me. I really... Ugh.
I'm sorry for making things horrible, but how else am I going to get them to be convinced to let me know what's going on if I don't... They've been so tight-lipped so far. They've
With
shown
your
me the
abilities... With your abilities, you could have easily just broken into the staff area and stolen the information. And what
they
did you
don't
find
have
there?
That's all the information I know. They seem to know, but they're very tight-lipped about it. They won't tell me anything, and they don't have any records.
Alright, one more question. Did you have anything to do with the missing halfling man?
Missing halfling man?
I will
No.
take that as a no. Okay.
They're working with a coven of hags.
Oh, I don't care about hags, and I highly doubt it. Hags have nothing to do with an hourglass.
The Hourglass Coven?
Can I make an arcana or some kind of check for that?
Make an Arcana, or yeah, make an Arcana or Nature check. One of those two.
Arcana, because that's what I'm proficient with.
Ooh,
Let's
natural
go.
20. You remember
I'm
actually.
overdue for one.
You are overdue for one for now. You remember reading that witches do form covens, usually no more than 3. And they could there are many instances where they would name their coven. So you realize now that it's just, oh, Hourglass Coven. It might be the name of the coven of hags.
Yes, but that is that a reasonable assumption, or would I know if it's possibly something else?
It is a reasonable assumption. And actually, it very much could be exactly that.
Okay. Based on what I know about hags, that's a possibility, and it is usually like 3 of them. First of all, what the hell did you plan to do to deal with hags?
Well,
3 of them at that.
I can't really do much until I know what's happened. And if they know, which they do know what's happened, I might be able to get somebody to help.
Do you have any idea what kind of magic runs through this place?
Yeah, Fey magic. I have a Fey patron.
Exactly! Then you should understand why what you've done tonight is exceedingly stupid.
Yes, and it's stupid for the. I've been very careful not to fully involve myself or make myself too obviously known. It's only a fluke you
And
got
that's how
me.
you ended up tied up here.
It's only a fluke you got me.
A fluke. A fluke. The
Hey,
red whip starts to manifest again.
Hey, just a note. You're not. You weren't doing. Dealing with me. You didn't do too good of a job helping your case. I'm sure plenty of people are feeling a bit on edge after seeing somebody actively fight and try and kill another person.
The difference is one, I didn't actively try to kill you because I stopped the bleeding. 2, believe it or not, I am quite the speaker and everyone has gone back to their merry little ways. 3, I really didn't want to be dealing with this tonight.
What did you want to be dealing with?
Preferably not you.
Well, I
However,
mean,
you have given me some information I personally needed for my own reasons.
listen, the best thing I could do is try and figure out, try and make things as horrible for the carnival as possible, so that maybe I'm enough of a nuisance to get them to tell me what I want to know. I know it's probably not the best ways to go about this. I know I'm causing trouble for people. But my patron is. There's something wrong with my patron, and she's done a lot for me. I just want to make sure she's okay. And if something's happened to her, I need help getting somebody into Prismere to save her.
Look, I am heading into Brismere anyways. I will look for her. But if she is a patron, she will be fine. But it will take the full 7 or 8 days the carnival will be in town, and when they go to leave, I plan to hitch a ride there. You against their knowledge.
I don't know if they do.
Assuming I wasn't overheard by the displaced beast outside. And I'll kind of peek outside.
You don't seem to have garnered her notice. I don't think they
Cool.
actually go to Prismere.
They may not go directly there, but I can hitch a ride to get where I need to be. I have been given an assured way there. I haven't, but at this point, I'm just running on faith that Osmodius knows what he's doing, and I'm just following the plan.
Anyway, I know that there's some portal to Prismere here. I've heard disturbing things that if the Hourglass Coven is operating in here, they'd have to have a way in and out of Prismere that's connected to this place. So I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm fairly certain that there's a portal of some sort in the illusionary tent. The Hall of Illusions. That's what it's called. If you think you could find it, that's what I would need.
I don't know if I could find it. It operates by different magic, unfortunately. You'd have to know where it would be and what words to use to activate it.
Got it. You wait here a while. Perhaps they won't kill you while I'm gone. Actually, I know they're not going to bother killing you while I'm gone. They don't want to cause more problems than you already have. They will likely just kick you out if I'm not back in a timely manner. So try not to do something stupid.
All right, I'll make a persuasion check.
Alrighty. That is another +7. 15.
Okay, all right. I'll calm down for now. If you are going to get to Prismere, I'll trust in what you're doing. Please, if you can find out what's happened to Zabilna, and if she needs help, help her.
Of course. Again, don't cause any more problems. And I'm going to leave. No, I did not untie them.
Wait. Can I go now? Please. I need to go.
I pause and look back, and I debate leaving them. And then I go and untie them and roll my rope back up and goes, "You're lucky I might need this for someone else." And I put the rope back on my pack and then I leave.
Okay. And you did say something about wanting me to get the voice back, yeah?
Yes. If you don't, how can I talk to the one outside of the Hall of Illusions to try to figure out this stupid portal?
She pulls from her cloak a little doll that looks like Candlestream. It's got a thorny stem that's tied around her neck, and she pulls the thorny stem away.
Excellent. Don't do that again here.
Okay!
Oh God, don't speak either.
Sorry.
Better.
And you notice
Lord.
their voice is changing with every word.
With that, I will leave. Look at the displacer beast. Go. I think we've come into an understanding, and I've figured out what their problem is. They shouldn't be problematic anymore.
That is good to hear.
And no violence was used this time.
That is good. And with that, you are able to improve the general mood of the carnival.
Okay, at least I got it neutral. Lord have mercy. And then I'm going to make my way back to the Hall of Illusions. Is Candlefoot there?
Candlefoot is still there.
Now try speaking.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. I know I'm breaking character, but whenever you literally don't have a voice, it sucks.
Yes, I would say so. Now, I still haven't found the halfling. The portal.
I don't know where any portal is. Literally, I didn't know there was any other portals. You'd have to talk to Mr. Witch or Mr. Light about that type of thing.
Other portals?
Listen, the only way I know that we travel around is I think Mr. Witch or Mr. Light opens up some kind of portal to some other plane.
Uh-huh.
I have no clue on any other means to get out of go somewhere else. I mean, I've been working here for years and we've always, every 8 years, gone through a loop of the same 8 places.
Alright. And I apologize it was a tad late on getting your voice back. I was truly hoping that it's the big extravaganza you'd be able to propose.
That's okay. I'm probably going to propose during the big event at the end of the night.
That is even better. I'm going to visit at least one more place before I go and see this Mr. Light about the portals. You have a wonderful night, and don't get dragged into any more magic.
I'm gonna try not to, but I couldn't help this one.
That I agree with.
Just a word of advice. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light tend to appreciate and talk to guests, have a meeting with guests if they've done a lot to help the mood or if they've been a real pain in the ass. Forgive my my verbiage.
It's forgiven. I think I've been rather helpful tonight, but I'm hoping to be a tad more helpful before the evening is through, and to enjoy myself a tad as well.
Hey, have fun. Help everybody else have fun. Maybe you'll be able to get an audience with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light before the end of things.
We shall see. And I will head back to the Pixie Kingdom.
Okay.
Is the same Pixie sitting there?
Yes, he is. But give me a moment before.
Quit it, Dixie.
Actually, before we continue, this is a grand time to have a break.
So break time?
Yeah, break time.
Cool, I can take the dogs out.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Well, that's part of why Dixie is annoying me.
yeah, I bet.
Alright, I shall be right back then.
Let's have a break from the Calliope music for a little bit. I know it has been a bit constant, but And apologies for any of you who have not. I have not been able to catch responding or anything. But I hope you've been having fun.
I'm back.
Okay. Are you back?
Yep.
How have you been enjoying the chapter thus far?
Other than the annoying ass perception checks, I have actually been enjoying this. Had I had a character with better wisdom or more people to help me, it probably wouldn't have been nearly as bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been nearly as bad.
But I've got it neutral. I can help more people throughout the evening. I'm at 5 punches, so I've got at least 3 more things I can do before I need to go get another ticket. And I'm still convinced that somewhere in the Hall of Illusions is a portal that I need to find, or that halfling dude is not coming back.
Well, you are right on a couple of notes.
If I'd managed to catch him right out the get-go when he was messing with the mermaid, where would I likely be on the meter?
You would actually let's see here. If you would have catched him out of the get-go, you'd probably be at more of a positive.
Well, yeah.
Because one of the big problems is you'd probably be positive at least 1 or 2 steps. But I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't know whether or not there's. It could have very well been that, due to the fact you weren't able to catch him at the very beginning, that prevented you from doing other stuff that would have. That probably prevented you from the Big Top Extravaganza from performing, which could have bumped up an extra.
See, what would I have performed there anyways?
Anything you would have wanted to. Using some of your magic to wow the audience, maybe using thaumaturgy to make make some kind of auditory something.
Performance is not my strong suit. I'm good at it, not my strong suit. I got a +5 to it. I'm not proficient.
Mm-hmm.
Also, okay, I'm level 3, so my proficiency bonus is only +2.
Yeah. So far, you've gone through 4 negatives, but you've been able to counteract them as well, which is why it's still at neutral.
Barely.
Yeah. You have you failed to stop Palasha from being driven away from her performances, which was
my thing with that is there not a thing in there for, like, because I failed the perception check, was my could I not make a persuasion check to try and keep her from falling like that?
Oh no.
See, I think that's dumb.
Well, here's the thing. You were able to you weren't able to prevent her from leaving, which caused 1 downtick. You were able to bring her back, which brought back 2 upticks. You took more than a minute to try and find Reuben, and he is gone. Meta-wise, he is gone. He is not in the carnival anymore.
Yeah,
so
I kind of figured that.
That is another downtick. You also failed to you also failed to keep the dwarf from falling on the dragonfly ride, which was also
No, but I made him land on a tent, which saved his fall.
well, that was the condition. That was the condition of when you fail. That was the failure condition.
Oh well. Oh well.
But not only were you able to prevent people from feeling worse during your conflict with Kettlestream, you were able to get Candlefoot's voice back, which also improves the mood. So that's how things have evened out. It may have been a series of unfortunate rolls, but right now you are at
series
even.
of unfortunate rolls my butt. 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. Fuck you, perception. Fuck you very much right now.
Okay, well, without further ado, we can continue.
Yes, let us hop right back into the shit show. I mean the carnival.
So, let me see here. Fix the on break side. Boop. Alrighty. So, you are at the Pixie Kingdom. And the same pixie that that was sitting in the hollow sits before you now. Let me pulls up the Pixie Kingdom.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm picking up the Pixie Kingdom. There we go. So, as the Jeremy Plum, um, punches your ticket. Now, before you come in, you've got to give yourself a pixie name.
And what is a pixie name?
A pixie name is just a little fun bit of roleplay to give yourself a name that makes you feel more pixie-ish. You'll get smaller, and you'll be about our size, but it'll be a fun experience.
And that doesn't particularly help me annoying a pixie name.
Well, it would be ever so fun if you adopted one for the duration of your stay at the Pixie Kingdom.
So she's understanding that. She's straight up saying she doesn't know pixie names, like
Oh.
how they name.
Well, if you need help, I can give you. I can give you one.
That would work wonderfully.
How about cotton candy?
That will work.
All right, cotton candy. Please. And she sprinkles some dust over you as he flies over you, and you shrink down to the size. The Ferris wheel now looks like an actual sized Ferris wheel, and the hamster who is running it is enormous now.
Lord have mercy.
The Pixie Kingdom is a tranquil oasis compared to the rest of the bustling carnival. The air is filled with the aroma of blackberry wine and flower blossoms. 8 brightly painted doorways are nestled in the bark at the bases of the surrounding trees.
Okay, what's with the doors?
The doors are actually different houses that provide other different types of things. They're like little restaurants and stores and stuff, all pixie sized. You can dine on cucamelon sandwiches and thimbleberry tarts inside of one of the cottages. There is a palace made of old cocoon husks that is woven together. Let me see here. There is a pug named Pinecone that the pixies use as an attraction that you can ride on. You can also, if you want, take a ride on the Ferris wheel, which is powered by the hamster. He has a name tag, and it says Biscuit on it.
Okay, I guess first, she will go to one of the restaurants. Which one isn't particularly important?
Mm-hmm.
So just one at random.
So, oh, what would you like?
She'll get a basic dinner, as she hasn't eaten
Okay.
since she arrived.
Here you go. And she gives you what looks to be grape slices. And they are huge. Now, you can tell they're normal-sized grapes, but due to your small size, they are enormous. She also gives you little pies that are made from small blueberry fruit, blueberries. Um, and there's wine given as well.
Huh. Uh, that's a little surprising, but all right. I'll
Out,
eat, drink.
mhm.
Do what?
Out of curiosity, do you adopt and refer to yourself as cotton candy throughout the entirety?
Given that she's still under the effect of easily amused and such, she will.
Okay. As you go about doing this, everybody seems to be having a lot of fun with this. The pixies are all chattering about and talking with you, and you feel the mood kind of rises about the place.
After I've eaten, I will ride the Ferris wheel at least once
Mm-hmm.
before I leave the Pixie Kingdom.
As you ride, the hamster goes, "So, how you been enjoying the festival, the carnival so far?" He's just kind of
It's,
walking.
uh, I've been enjoying myself quite a bit now that things have settled down.
Well, you got to wait for hide and seek. It happens near the
Oh?
end of the attraction.
Tell me more about this hide and seek.
Well, Honeymint and Starbug are those who are the ones who organize it. They usually wait until a little bit before the pixie dust, the shrinking dust wears off, and basically it's a little. It's basically where you find places to hide, and they try and find you. We have a lot of people coming around sometimes, and when we separate them into batches.
Okay.
And the winner is the last one who is found.
Definitely sounds interesting. I think I'll stick around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as after enjoying yourself on the Ferris wheel and waiting a little while and having some more food and drink and talking with the pixies, you there is an announcement. Excuse me, everyone. It is time for hide and seek. Any who want to join us, come, come, come. And there's a couple of people who have joined in along with you if you're willing to join.
I am.
Now the rules are simple. Find places to hide, and let me see here. I just said their names and such. Honeymint, um, will monitor everything, and Starbug is going to try and find you. Those of you who, the winner will be the last one who is found, or the one who is left after we find everyone else. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
So, Starbug, begin counting, and everybody try and hide.
Alright,
Mhm.
guess I'll go to hide.
You have a number of places you can go to. There are flower beds. There's a heron's nest. There's Biscuit's wheel. You can also try and find a place in the Cocoon Palace.
What is the Cocoon Palace?
Well, it's basically a palace made of cocoon husks. like old butterfly cocoons.
I'll check there for a hiding place. That sounds like a good place to try and hide.
I need you to make a stealth check.
Let's see here. What is my stealth? I know it's not terrible.
And you have
Don't ask me why
3
it's not. I have no
opponents.
idea. God damn it. I have good stealth and I rolled a fucking 6.
Damn.
Boo.
Okay.
At least I won't be the first one
You're
found.
not the first one found, at least. But yes.
I still call bullshit. Dice hate me tonight. I swear to God.
You are not the first one found, but the Pixie Kingdom does take the rest of the hour.
Alright, that's fine. Finishing that up and having a bit of fun.
Where do you choose to go next? There are plenty of games you can try and find. There is a game for each specialty. Specifically.
Also, the Cyclops stare down is down here, by the way.
Oh, oops.
That still begs the question, what the fuck is up with the Stonehenge up here?
I don't know, honestly. I guess it's not an official attraction. I just made it the Cyclops stare down because it looked like it would be a cool place for it to be.
Alright, I'm going to check out the Mystery Mine next.
Okay.
My animal handling isn't great, so snail racing is probably not a good idea for me.
Okay. Snail racing is fun though. Okay, going to the Mystery Mine. Propelled by magic, mine carts laden with fairgoers trundle into an opening carved like a dragon's mouth. The carts reappear moments later on the far side of the attraction, with passengers expressing a mixture of bewilderment, fear, and excitement. Near the entrance, a male dwarf dressed like a wizard shouts, "Unlock the mysteries of your mind in the Mystery Mine." He has bushy eyebrows, wears a pointy hat, and holds a large clockwork contraption shaped like a giant eye.
Certainly interesting. I will approach.
Mm-hmm.
I have 6, so I have 2 more I can do.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, care to take up the ride?
Yes.
Okay. That is your 7th punch. And
Yep, I got one more after this.
As you enter, I would like to know what your character's deepest fear is.
Oh. I would say probably failing Osmodius, as that would be the worst possible ending for her.
Okay. So,
I mean, she's seen what happens to those that fail Osmodius at this point.
So, as you... Now, out of curiosity, do you want me to do this bullshit with, like, the full thing you get? Or do you want to, or do you want me to actually not do the full effects of this ride? Because this is the most dangerous attraction in the carnival.
Let's go for it.
Okay. So,
I'm probably gonna regret that decision, but we'll see.
okay, cool. Funnily enough, this probably could have been one of your first uses. Anyway, anyway, so you are. Let's see here. I'm gonna say 4 people. Well, 3 people are joining you. I am going to roll a d4 first. And if it rolls a 1, it's yours. Okay. So,
Oh, these
right
poor
off
fucks.
the bat, you guys see a vision of an angered Osmodius. You have failed! As I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. This one is with disadvantage.
Son of a bitch. God
Ooh.
damn.
Yeah, so
What's with my rolls tonight? Alright, this color's going into dice jail. I can't win tonight.
Well, with that failure, you are compelled to scream. Let me see here. Let me see here. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw. This time, just straight, as you see instantly helping. Anyway, as you see you see the visage of a big red dragon that breathes fire at you, and you're able to withstand that.
Yeah, seeing the dragon, she takes a deep breath, kind of like fans her face, goes, okay, we're okay. I'm okay. This is fine.
The next bout of horrors is a dozen spiders that just drop into the cart and start crawling all over everybody. I need you to roll another wisdom save.
Flat 10.
Okay, you fail and you are forced to scream.
Can I just be mildly uncomfortable instead?
No, you are forced to scream. You are compelled to scream.
Damn you, John. That's fair. But damn you, John.
And finally, you see the form. Let me see here. You see a dentist and a little mechanical, like, air-powered drill that go. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Natural 20!
Seeing
That
this
one
one
is
and
fine.
brushing the fake spiders off, she just pauses as she looks at this one and goes, okay, someone's had one too many cavities. And finishes brushing herself off.
But yeah, thankfully, you're able to prevent yourself from the worst of what could happen. Do you want to know what this does?
Sure.
If you fail 3 or more of the ride's saving throws, you're haunted by nightmares for 1d8 days.
Damn.
It's not. It doesn't get better. Until the nightmares end, you need to make a DC 12 wisdom saving throw after finishing a long rest, or gain 1d3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, god damn.
Yes! Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah! This, like, straight up can kill people. It's just like, oh my god, I don't know what they were intending for this. Still.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Coming out, does it look like anyone might have that problem?
Let's see.
I have now forced you to make these same 4 rolls for 3 different characters. You're welcome, John.
Uh-huh.
Fail.
Fail.
Definite fail. Succeed. And succeed. Nice. So the one afraid of dragons didn't have any issues with the spiders or the dentist. Noted.
Fail.
It doesn't surprise me. It's Osmodeus. Again, fail. Okay. That's not looking good for this person. Is this the spider?
This is the spider.
Ooh, that's 3.
Um,
And a save.
they are affected. And finally,
Sounds about right. Poor fucker. Okay. Now the disadvantage. Yeah, that's what you get for being afraid of dentists.
yes. So half of you
Yes,
are all
I'm being
right, half
judgmental.
of you are horrible, are bad.
See,
It sucks.
seeing their state, I will clap them on the shoulders and be like, it's quite alright. Remember, most things like that can't actually hurt you. They are only illusions after all.
Yeah. And they head off. Make a persuasion check.
That's what I was hoping for. God,
Holy crap. Well,
maybe this color's going to Dice Jail soon too.
okay. Well. Oh my goodness. So. Oh my god. That is just super hilarious. Jeez.
That's annoying.
So.
I am annoyed.
You are annoyed. So where do you go next?
I'm gonna go to the carousel next. I've got one more ticket to one more punch before I need a new ticket.
Okay. As you are going there. Okay, cool. As you are passing through, let me see here. Gosh, I'm trying to find specifically, not the big top axe, not the accessories. There's something else I can check. Yes, you see 2 girls in face paint, one a lion, one a heart, are squabbling over a painted wooden crown that their mother won at a stall.
Is the stall nearby?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to win one for the other.
Okay.
So they quit fighting.
Let me see here. Let's go to
Does
the
it
game.
say what game?
It doesn't say what game, but let me check the games real quick. Let me see here. Roll me a d6.
D6.
Yeah, roll
Alrighty.
me a d6.
D6. 6.
We're not doing 6. Reroll that.
Why?
That's the Cyclops one again. We're not doing that.
Oh, fair enough.
You've done that already. Oh. You see as the stand. There is a gnome in butterfly with a butterfly wings. He's dressed up straight, and he says, "Sound the chime! It's time to rhyme. You bring the poem, we'll bring the gnome." It is a gnome poetry contest.
Why did I think this was a good idea? I hate you right now, John. This is not my strong suit in the slightest. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. I need you to make up. Let me see here. I need you to
I need
make
to know the rules.
5. First, make 3 performance checks.
Oh, okay. Performance. Let me check what that's +5. 1, 2,
Ooh.
and 3.
Oh my god. Okay,
Oh, I got progressively better.
so you succeed, and as well as winning a wooden crown for the girls, you receive 2 extra prizes.
What are the prizes? Oh, you're rolling for them.
You receive. You have a replica unicorn horn filled with candy, and a little cuddly toy spider that, as an action, you can stroke to gain the benefit of the spider climb spell for an hour.
Is that a reusable magic item?
No! Once used, the toy turns into a real spider and crawls away.
Does it really?
Yes!
Really?
Yes. I will send you the item text. It doesn't have a name, but this is what it does. Copied
Fair
and
enough.
pasted from the whole. But yeah, you have a unicorn horn filled with candy and a cuddly toy spider that can give you spider climb for 1 hour, and it turns into a real spider.
Even
after you do
better.
that.
I mean, imagine watching someone in the middle of combat pull this out of their pack, stroke it, and then just drop a live spider.
Yeah. Also, you have punched your 8th ticket.
So I'll give the crown to the girls and say, now, princesses as pretty as you two shouldn't fight. And here, another treat to remind you to behave for your mother. And I'll give them the unicorn horn full of candy.
Make a persuasion check.
I swear to God, if this color is cursed for my fucking persuasion.
I'm going to say that is enough. And not only do you improve the mood once, but you improve it twice.
Excellent. We're going red now.
Okay.
Fucking curse my performance checks. Fuck you, game. Or persuasion. Okay. I guess next I go to the ticket booth to spend 8 silver on another.
Okay.
So that's another gold coin and 2 copper back.
Good to see you back. Thank you for your help thus far.
Of course. Everyone should be having a good time tonight.
I hope you're also having a good time.
I am. I quite enjoyed the Pixie Kingdom. It was amusing.
Mm-hmm. And continuing up, you head towards the carousel. Let me go up to the carousel. I
Yes, I
really
approached the
wish
carousel.
that either they had a handy map like they have with all the dungeons in the D&D books that allowed me to click on which areas. They did not have one of those handy maps. And also I wish they would have actually had little fast move to areas in this chapter, but they don't. They only have like the overview, the locations, and the events, and that's really not helpful. Anyway, but say la vie. 5e tools is still really good. Anyway, a procession of wooden unicorns stands motionless on a circular wooden platform. Fairgoers clamber onto the unicorns' backs, and female centaur sets the ride into motion. The unicorns shake their manes and creak to life, cantering around the carousel to the delight of their riders. I would like, because this does not, the mention of a centaur does not give her justice. I am sending you a picture of the centaur in question.
Huh. I have to agree with your observation.
And she is the one.
This one's.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
She is the one manning the carousel. She smiles, kind of that sad smile where she's mostly putting on a face, but you can tell that there's something going on.
Is everything alright, dear?
Oh, don't worry about me. Please, enjoy yourself. Would you like a ride?
Honey, I can't possibly have fun of my own if I know that something is bothering you.
What's going on with me is not gonna stop. You're not gonna be able to help it. And plus, it's not your business anyways. It's okay. Trust me.
It, it's true it's not my business, but you never know. A stranger can be mighty helpful at times. Candlefoot seemed to find it very helpful I found his voice.
You did do that. Don't worry.
Well, if you change your mind, do feel free to let me know, and I'm happy to help. This accent is all over the damn place.
Yeah. And the problem is I can't really speak on it anyways.
This gets an eyebrow raise, and my character will nod. Perhaps not speak, but what about right?
Let's just say a deal that I made has put a rose to my lips.
Ah, such is the burden of deals at times, I'm afraid.
So, do you want to ride on the carousel?
Yes,
Mm. She punches a ticket.
so that's a. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you're able to make a ride on the carousel.
Right. If nothing happens beyond that, knowing that tidbit of information, as I get off, I will smile at her and say, perhaps I'll get the chance to talk with Mr. Light this evening.
Maybe.
give a wink, and walk away.
She smiles and nods. Okay. Well, where do you go next?
There ain't a whole lot I haven't done.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done the swans yet, so I'll do that next.
Okay. So, you go to the gondola swans. I gotta go because this is in alphabetical order. Enormous swans glide through the water here, pulling ornate wooden gondolas draped in flowers. The swans disappear into banks of silver mist as they wind through their way down the river. A jetty extends ahead, at the end of which a waiting swan preens its feathers. And as you punch and your ticket, and the swan begins going about the river, she kind of looks behind herself as she swims and goes, "Tell me, what is joy?"
Joy is being able to occasionally indulge, as I am doing tonight.
I'm hoping you have fun.
I have been.
Hmm. I've been going about the gondola for a while now. You know, it is interesting. In worlds so full of magic, do you think time is an illusion?
Time moves onward forevermore. Whether we perceive it in increments of seconds, minutes, or hours matters not, as it will pass eventually, whether we realize it or not.
Mhm. Let's see here. Okay. Double checking something. Hmm. And speaking of illusions, how do you know I exist at all? Or how do I know you exist at all?
Well, we're sitting here talking. I'm
Oh,
writing your back and not getting wet. So I'd say it's real enough for me.
but what makes you real? I could have gone crazy.
Who's to say that there's a thing as normal to begin with?
I'm just wanting to know whether or not you're an illusion. They make illusions so real these days.
They might be real, but there's one thing illusions don't have that you and I do. We can be felt.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Make a persuasion check. Okay. Alrighty. And things tend to go on a more positive side. As you do end out the hour, and in nature, move the mood up final. Unfortunately,
So
though.
I still managed to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, by the end of the night, I managed to tap it out. Okay.
Yeah. So, as the gondola ride rolls to an end, she smiles. The crowning of the monarch is about to happen. You should go.
Thank you. And I will head that way.
Mm-hmm. It is at the big top. And let me see here. Give me a moment. Okay. See here. As you are brought to the witch light to the big top, and the final show appears. You see. Let me see here. You see. Durla, the displacer beast, is escorting a somber but well dressed looking elf to, let me see here, to the center stage. Mr. Witch also finds himself there, coming in on the same silver hoop, lowered by silk, with the spotlight on him. Each star member of the Witchlight Carnival makes an entrance. And as it comes to a fever pitch, Mr. Lights raises his hands and goes, "And now, my wonderful fairgoers, it is time to crown the Witchlight Monarch, the one who has fostered as much joy as possible in tonight's festivities." And he raises his vein, and the top flies off and begins going through the crowd until it settles upon you. You are immediately beckoned into the center stage. Do you go?
Amused, I will approach, pulling the hat off of my head.
Okay. As you are brought up, you are hoisted onto a throne, and Mr. Witch bows and pulls a crown of golden butterflies from a hat box and places it on your head. Mr. Light knights you with the vein now reattached to the rest of his the rod that it connects to, and you are escorted by Mr. Witch and Mr. Light through the entire circuit of the stage. Palasha singing a song of your accomplishments throughout throughout this carnival. And let me see here.
Right now, I could wreck the mood in one go.
You could. And as everything is coming to an end, fireworks are set off and explode above you. You gain the charm of the monarch.
An item, I assume?
It is not an item, it is a charm, a supernatural gift.
Alright, let me put this under features then. Yeah. Features and traits. Okay, that is cool. I think it'd be better if I could use it more often, but hey.
Okay. And as people are beginning to filter out, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light smile upon you. Thank you for making such a good night. It was a little tricky in the middle there, but you got it there in the end.
It wasn't easy. And that was Mr. Light.
Yes.
It wasn't easy, but I had fun.
I'm glad.
But I think we need to have a discussion after this.
Well, we have time, and certainly we are not fully closed yet. Not until the final person is out of the carnival, at least.
Fair enough.
Feel
Do you
free to
have
join us in the staff
someone more
area.
private for our conversation?
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. And they lead you to the staff area. Going back to the staff area. A tangled wall of thorns surround a cluster of wagons lit by lanterns. The caravan is only barely visible through the thicket, and as they are brought, they come through the thicket. They speak a command word, and an entrance forms, and they bring you to a wagon specifically for them. Let me see here. So, what would you like to speak about?
The Hourglass Coven.
Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about that or say about it.
This gets an eyebrow raise. Oh, and the portal that ate the halfling man in your House of Illusions. That poor girl is going to be devastated when he doesn't leave tonight.
That is unfortunate, but did he get his ticket punched?
No, but that is also your fault. Your Tasha's wizard box. He
Ouch.
proposed a little too close, and the poor girl did not manage to hold it together.
We can't be expected that a prank box would activate at such an inopportune time.
Actually, that would be part of what you would call risk management, would it not?
Well, the risk isn't that there was any number of ways he could run. If that is what happened, then there's not really much we could do. We can't know they're going to run into an attraction without paying, posting their stamp.
Oh? So, any of these rides or what have you that you were to do without posting your stamp would get you into trouble by vanishing.
There's nothing we can really do about it.
Now, is the giant tree in this area?
No.
Mm. Now, I have a problem with that as I don't believe a word you just told me. The reason for that being, because a lot of what I've done tonight, I was allowed to do the dragonfly ride without getting it stamped. A little mischievous, perhaps,
Well,
but it was in good nature.
we will definitely have to be talking with Northwind about that.
Oh, and don't get me wrong, the Northwind did nothing incorrect. I did go back and get it stamped later as I felt bad, which is why I have a second ticket already. But that's not the point.
I don't remember you saying you did that.
Oh, I didn't. I'm bluffing.
Make a deception check.
14.
14. Give me a moment. Okay. So, he goes, well, we're glad you kept yourself honest. But if the rules aren't followed, there's not much we can do. It was the best it was as much as we could do to keep people safe, to make sure there were rules in place. We can't help it if somebody misses the rules and loses something, or loses themselves. Now, granted, there's not much we can do. Our hands are tied. We wouldn't be able to spread joy as we have if we did something or said something about it. But I'm
So
sure
you let people and Fae alike get kidnapped for your own gain.
We can't. We will go out of business if we do anything. We will lose this.
So
place.
money is more important than
It's
you,
not about
than
money.
lives. Then what is it about?
I don't think you understand. We will lose this place.
And what is this place? The fair?
The carnival. This
So
place
what?
that. So what? We go across to different worlds, bringing joy to those we can.
And taking the lives of many others who fail to follow a simple rule in a moment of emotional distress.
We are not.
It's your hands.
We are not the ones taking them.
Yes, you might as well be. Your hands are not clean in this. Given what I've done for a living, I know my hands aren't clean. But at least I can admit it.
There's not. We are. It is safe to say that I'm certain you wish to have something done. Or at least to do something yourself.
Well, if you can't do something about it, I wish to try.
Well, it would be hardly our fault if you happened to stumbled into Prismere while we were.
Indeed.
We just so happened to be around the portal to Prismere, and just so happened to have activated it.
Precisely. I'm glad that things are falling into place.
I understand that we have not told you anything, and we are not telling you about any deals we have made. But I'm sure that if you found yourself in Prismere, things would sort itself out, and you'd be able to right many wrongs that were done, and make sure future clients of this establishment remain safe.
It seems we have a mutual understanding then.
So,
oh, and I'm keeping the butterfly crowns.
Oh, by the way, it did vanish off your head.
Yeah, I do want to keep the butterfly crown.
Well, it is a. You will remain keep the charm, but we would like to keep the crown for other monarchs.
Mm. Yeah, I suppose I'll have a replica made once I've finished this business. I quite liked that. She just seems more amused by this than anything.
Well, I certainly am telling you, do not follow us to the Hall of Mirrors. And he begins leaving with Mr. Light.
I will wait a little bit and then follow them to the Hall of Mirrors.
Mhm.
So I
And
was right about where the portal was.
you were right where the portal is. Let's see here. Let me get there.
And I kept the tree from getting in trouble.
Mm-hmm. As Witch and Light move through the Hall of Illusions, their reflections in the mirrors show them as gloomy, Shadark-eyed children, with your own youthful reflections following behind. Soon they call you to a halt. The mirrors now reflects everyone's true age. Mr. Wish addressed you in a hushed tone. Everything you seek and more lies beyond this mirror. If you step through, then stand in front of the glass and repeat this rhyme. Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where.
I will repeat the rhyme.
Mm-hmm. Mist swirls in the mirror, blotting out your reflection.
As I step through, I say nothing.
As you begin to step through, you hear Mr. Witch say, "Mind the rule of three, future, present, past." And Light chimes in, "Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last." And that is the
What in
end
the
of chapter
blazes?
1.
What in the blazes is that supposed to mean?
Well, I will tell you. I will give you. I will need to prepare chapter 2, but I will start you off at the very least. Let me see here.
Ow.
With your arrival. You pass through the
My
mirror.
rival?
Your arrival.
Oh, okay.
You stand at the edge. Let me change the music real quick. Wait. Oh, this is the regular Tuesday playlist. You stand at the edge of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy twilight sky. The causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly
There we go.
from
That's the
within...
music I'm used to.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
There you are.
Did you
Yeah,
catch
you
all
cut
that?
out entirely. No, right after you changed the music, you cut out entirely.
Okay. You stand at the edge of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy twilight sky. The causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, towers over the surrounding landscape. But large sections of it have crumbled away. The parts that remain in place are separated by large gaps, where portions have collapsed. A fog-shrouded swamp spreads below you in all directions, and up from its murk wafts the smell of rotting plants. Also rising from the swamp is the music of nature, a discordant symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds.
Interesting. Do I see that halfling anywhere?
No.
Yeah, of course, it's not that easy.
You will yet have to search for it.
Alright. I guess I will begin down the path.
Mm-hmm.
Osmodius wanted me to search this place. I'm gonna search it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we will return to.
Oh, and she is so getting a crown fashioned when I get a chance.
Just in the fashion of the monarch crown.
Golden butterflies, yeah.
Eventually you come to the. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me actually. Because you actually have. Let me see if I can real quick just throw this in for you. So you can see what you got. Because you're going to be able to see the. You're basically able to see most of Hither from here. Actually, a good portion of Hither. I don't think you'll be able to see all of it. Let me ensure that I know. Okay, good. That is a good size. I can happily have you. And I am going to actually enshroud. Okay.
Trying to find it.
I'm getting there. I apologize.
You're good. If we need to end it here because you didn't think we'd get that far, I'm cool with that too. It's almost time anyways.
I want to at least present you with what you see.
Oh, hey, the map changed.
Yep.
It is solid black.
What is
Why
your?
is it so damn long?
It is long. What is your? Do you have dark vision?
I'm a tiefling, so 60 feet.
Cool. And let me make sure you have control over this place. There. Here.
Huh. Well, now I can see everything.
Oh well, whatever. This is basically what you can see from this site.
Well, I see the circle for what I can see specifically at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
But everything was revealed to me too, so.
Ah, that's okay.
Okay, so I can see part of the top part of this leaning tower.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like a hot air balloon that's currently falling.
Mm-hmm. On that note,
Or is it on the ground? And a well.
As you
Do what?
As you kind of take in the sights, in the distant sky, you spot a great balloon made of patchwork material. It spins out of control as though punctured, causing the wicker basket that hangs from it to swing wildly. The balloon plunges out of sight, disappearing into the fog, approximately a mile away. Around here-ish.
Okay. That still begs the question of how the hell I'm supposed to get down from here.
You can see, and basically, it's looking that that this causeway is about 100 feet high. But you do notice.
Yeah, I don't feel like taking 10d6 damage.
You do notice that where you are, there is a place where you can climb down using large mushrooms and such. You could also try and use magic if you have it, or something else if you have any climbing gear.
Well, I have an adventurer's pack,
Mm-hmm.
but
yes,
I'll,
I would like to state this is where we're going to end it tonight.
all right, sounds good to me.
There are a couple of things that need to be prepared for session. But yeah. Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self-sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Um, Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.